Hello and welcome to another episode of the Best Interview Series. It's Gary here again. Thank you as always for taking the time to tune in. Today I'm joined by coach, author, expert sexologist and relationship guru Natalia Kobylkina, who is here to discuss her philosophies on being beautiful, successful and alone. Natalia is a world-renowned psychologist who is recognised for her extensive psychological knowledge and techniques. Now, Natalia is a Neuro-Linguistic Programming master, using this approach to help clients reframe their mindsets and achieve personal breakthroughs. Natalia is also a successful life coach who has empowered over 1 million people around the world to transform their lives. Natalia's books on relationships, self-empowerment and personal success have made her a household name. Known for her daring takes on intimacy and relationships, Natalia stirs the conversation with her bold, no-holds-barred insights, captivating audiences and pushing boundaries on primetime television. Natalia is also a successful entrepreneur, trainer, speaker and empowerer of women, helping them shift their attitudes towards money, success and self-worth. Quite the bio, Natalia. Thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you for the invitation. It's a very big topic because today so many women are alone. And more than 20 years, I make a session with ladies who is very successful. Some of them we can see in the Forbes or big magazines or some business events. And they told me, Natalia, where I can find Mr. Right? I cannot find a man. What to do? And today, it's very famous movie, the Bridget Jones Diary, last part.
Yeah.
It exactly was about this, how she was successful with kids and she cannot find a man. And finally, type of man he chose. And we can also a little bit speak about which correct man for a woman who is successful.
Yeah, I love it. So let's go back a wee bit. Like, tell me a little bit about your journey. There's obviously a lot to your bio in terms of your ability to help and support women around the world. And like, where did that come from? Where did that desire to help empower women emanate from in your life and in your career?
It came from my family. My mother, she's a doctor, and she always told me that a woman must be independent.
Right.
And they're together with my father, and they have stage when my mother was depend financial of my father. She was stay with kids, with us, with my sisters. And I saw that my father changed his behavior when women financially depend. And then I told myself, it's not good to be dependent of man financial. I would like to study a lot to be independent woman and to feel better in this direction. I also was married very young. I was married when I was 19 and I was totally financially dependent of my husband. I was still study. I just started to make my first work as psychologist. He supported me a lot. He always was care right to develop my business. And slowly I started to develop. And I saw that even if I didn't like something, he always told me, you can go. But when I was financially dependent, you cannot go. You're financially dependent. And I saw how important it is to develop business. And slowly I developed my business. After 11 years, we split. After I married 2 months, again, the another husband was also long marriage. I have my son. And I saw how for women difficult to combine both and family and kids and business, because qualities which you need as a businesswoman, you must be very direct, very insist to make a lot of stuff to grow up your child and your business at the same time. And all books which wrote men about business, for example, if you read Anthony Robbins, Napoleon Hill, they're men. And
Yeah.
it doesn't work for women
Yeah.
because men don't care about kids. And when you have in your hack one kiddo, and you need parallel to make a business, and you cannot sleep in the night, and you need to breast, and you need to care about this, it's a very different story. And I was shocked because I understood that nobody not make books for women, how women can make a business, because all what men do, or you must be single if you want to make a business without kids, without family, or you need to find different way to make a business because the male world doesn't work for women when you have a kid and family. And usually partners want a lot attention, time to spend with him, to be with him. You cannot. If you have business, it's a problem for him.
Yeah. It's so fascinating that it went back to the very early stages of your life in terms of seeing, if I could say, the lack of freedoms that you endured when you didn't have financial freedom. You know, when you have your own freedom, yeah, sure. When you don't, actually not. If I am in control here, then the answer is no. And for you to use that, not to be oppressed or not to almost emanate a victim mentality, but to give yourself that opportunity to say, that's not what I'm doing here. That's not what I'm going to live like. And then the observations, I was smiling there when you were saying the majority of business books are written by men. That's maybe not the case now, but it's still, I have no idea what the stats are, but it's still very, very, balanced in terms of men's writing and women's writing. Was that an inspiration for you to start your writing career as well, in terms of your experiences and hoping to help influence other women out there?
Yeah, I told women then we cannot use, for example, men. If you listen, Brian Tracy or Anthony Robbins, they always say work, 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 do, do, do. We cannot. Because for men, it's like a cortisol. Men must to have cortisol because then you feel more male, more strong. You go to gym, you push, you push. It's destroy a woman, and then she will very masculine, and she's not attractive for men. Because at the end of the day, one man looking from one feminine woman who is
Mm,
soft, who is nice, who is calm, who is fully with sexual energy. He wants to come to her hug. But if all day she push, she's tired, all her energy go in her business.
mm,
And then she's empty. And when
yeah,
she's empty, men feel that, I don't receive nothing from this woman. She can offer only money. And in
yeah,
this case, this woman start to attract very weak men in money. Man who doesn't work, man who is lost, man who very connect with his mother. And then all strong women who come to me, they complain. All time I attract very weak men. Only weak men come to me. Yes, it's not weak or strong because we can be weak how to make money, but we can be very strong, for example, to be like a doctor or to write books or to cook.
mm,
It's always depend of content, in what you're weak and what you're strong. But if a woman strong to make money and she push a lot in her business, she's usually empty as a woman. She doesn't cook, she not make her house cozy, she don't have this cat energy to her partner, she even cannot listen him. Because one of things which men want to do when he come back home, she to listen him. But present listen him. When
yeah,
woman all day working on the phone, solve 1 million problems, she say, oh, I cannot listen to you, sorry, I'm so tired.
yeah,
And men feel alone. And he say, okay, then I want to go to find some woman, assistant, massagist lady, waiter in the restaurant, who
yeah,
listen me. And then successful woman will very upset. She will say, are you crazy? I'm so successful. I'm so independent. And you go to speak with waiter? She even don't have high education. I
yeah,
have one lady, she was my client with 5 languages, with 3 high education. And in the end, her husband came to her massagist, divorced with her, and married from lady who make massage from one village. And my client was very upset. She said, how it's possible? I have 5 languages, 3 high education, 3 successful business, and he go to massagist, one lady who make him just massage. I say, yes, because she's listening him. She has energy for him, he listen him, he cook for him, she cook for him, she take care about his body, about his needs, about his sexuality. He is a businessman. He don't need somebody to have a business. He already have money. He want a woman. And this is probably because all successful women, they also want successful men.
mm,
But successful men not will choose successful woman. He don't care about your money. He need feminine energy. He need sexuality. He needs somebody to listen him, also to follow him. I was met 2 days ago with my client. She has small business, not so successful, small like to cover her needs. She has a husband who has big business, and they go together on vacation. And when they just arrived in the vacation, in the holiday, and after 3 hours, he called and said, "We need to come back." I said, "What do you mean?" And he told, "I have very urgent situation in my business. Please pack again all the clothes and we come back." And she told, "But we travel now 24 hours with a car with 2 kids. I just unpack our luggages and now to pack and come back?" Yes. He said, "Okay, baby." And she just took all the stuff and again 24 hours traveling with 2 kids in the car to come back. And I say her, "You was okay with this?" Say, "We are a team. He told that we must to come back. We must to come back. It's out of discussion. He is man, he is decide." And like this, one strong woman will never do it. She will say, "Are you crazy? You have problem, go. I will stay here to have my holidays, don't lose my time. I also busy. I also need my time." Not compromises.
Yeah.
Because women who is more in masculine energy in business, they are very masculine. They don't want to make compromise. They don't want even make small step back because say, "Oh, I want to do what I want. I am independent woman. Everything possible for me. Why I need to make compromise? I also make money." No, I want this, and or you will do what I want, or we split.
Yeah.
And in relationship, it doesn't work. And the first, what I tell woman, you need to choose, or you choose man who is more weak than you to make money. Like you are in sponsor in your relationship, you give more, you care more. He come to live in your house, he come to eat your food. You're somebody who a provider. He can take care about kids, about cats, about to support your business, to support you, to be around you. But don't expect he to be macho man. Or if you want a man who is masculine, be ready to close your business, to follow him, to do everything what he needs and he wants, to take care about kitchen, about cooking, about kids, and to go more boring life, but to be with man who is successful.
Yeah. And in terms, one of the key things that you said there, just at the end that I wrote down in my notes, was choice. When you're dealing with clients, would you say the majority of them are coming after something is broken, something has not worked out properly, and they're trying to figure out how to fix it? Or do you have a certain clientele that comes and says, "I'm ready now. I am beautiful. I am successful. I am alone. I am now choosing a different path to not be alone anymore. Help me with my choice set. Help me with my strategy on that." What does that look like in terms of the balance?
Yeah, clients come to me and I want a man. And very often I ask several questions and I see that she doesn't want men. She wants status. She wants to be married. She wants society to see her marriage. She doesn't want to love somebody. And first I say, do you want to make a deal? Like to take society, I'm married. It's one story, then we make one strategy. Do you want to be in love? It's a totally different strategy. Do you want to understand what you really need? And then let's talk about this because mostly of women who is successful, they came the same. I want men the same age like me to be successful, to be strong, to be nice, to be good looking, to be athletic. Doesn't matter how she looks, doesn't matter which age she is. She wants this. And I don't agree for less than this. And I say, I am very sorry, but it's not will happen. Because if he's same age, he will prefer somebody who is more younger than you. Not good or bad, but it's easier. More easier to make a kids, more easier. Or you need to take men who don't have your status, your business, he's your assistant, your helper, somebody who is less status than you, some normal guy with some normal work. But he cannot cover your expensive holidays, hotels, restaurants. You need to understand it. And I had one client, she has very successful building company, and she told me, I want a child. I'm 38, I want a child, I want a man. I say, okay, let's go to find one very normal guy with normal salary, young, beautiful, to make a nice kid with him. She follow me. She find man younger than her 5 years, very good guy, very normally ordinary guy with very ordinary normally job. And they married. She was very happy. Immediately pregnancy, make a baby, and she told me it's the best because I continue to make my business. He stay home with baby. Now I have a child. I have a man. He support me. He loves me. He's young. He's handsome, and I enjoy it. But in the beginning, when she chose him, everybody say, "How is possible? You have one of the biggest building company. You're a multi-millionaire woman. You're very good looking, and you choose some ordinary guy." She say, "Yes, but because another multi-millionaire, they don't choose me like a wife. They want only to be lover, or must to be 50. And 50 already, I don't want to have one child with a man who is 50, 55. So I need to grow up this child, to spend time with him, to run with him in park. I want somebody who is young, who have energy." And after her example, a lot of her friends, girls, say, "Oh, we also want like this. We see this really work." Because money is not issue, she is very successful. When money not issue, who cares who pay? This is very difficult to understand for women. When women come to me and say, "I want you to pay the bills," you make 100 per month. Who cares who pays the restaurant? It's not an issue, the money. Or if you don't successful, then yes, but then don't tell I am successful. Because if you're really successful, money is not your issue. You need somebody who loves you, who hug you, who have good sex with you, who accept you as you are, who support you, your body, your age, everything about you. And for me, women who has fantasy, I want to be in my age and to like me and to accept me and also to be with business, I say, I'm sorry. I don't work with psychiatric problems. You don't need psychologist, you need psychiatric because you have hallucination.
Right.
And I say, show me even one person which you know, which you your age 40, 50, because usually my clients are around this age, find some multi-millionaire the same age and to marry. Show me even one case. And say, Cinderella? I read it and say, yeah, but she was young, she was girl, she was 16. If you're very young, sometimes it's possible. If I know couples, my sister, for example, she's with men, she doesn't work, but they married when very young. He's very successful businessman now. But again, when they married, he was very poor. She was with him, she is with him 20 years.
Yeah.
And after 20 years, okay, he's successful, but first 10 years, they eat only bread and water. It was a long time to be successful. A lot of women today, they want men immediately rich. Like, if I achieve it, why he doesn't achieve it? He must do the same.
Yeah. And in terms of the intentionality, one of the things that triggered for me there when you were chatting, Natalia, was that you know, the client comes to you and says, I have this issue that I need some help with. And invariably, as a coach, your job is to say, is that the issue? Is that the actual problem we're trying to solve here? And invariably, not always, but invariably, it's not. It's a symptom, but it's not the root cause, and you can dig a bit deeper, and it sounds like you do that, you know, in your own way. How is that? How does that come out in terms of clients? You know, and what I mean by that is you say to them, that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for someone to be attracted to you, to love you, to be a set, you know, and you're giving them information that maybe they're not prepared to hear. They've maybe been thinking about it or not, and you know, there's that shock factor, I guess, is probably what
We
I'm
go a
saying.
little bit more deeper because always I'm psychologist first, and we go the family structure. We need to understand why she's like this. A lot of successful women, inside of them, they are very vulnerable women. And a lot of them, they or don't have fathers, or
Right.
father was very violent, or cheat mother a lot. And something happened with her, and she was promised herself, I will never depend on men.
Mhm.
I want be independent. And inside of her, very often she has a punishment. She wants to punish men.
Yeah.
And even if she met somebody, first what she's doing, she play to compare. She compare with him, I am better, I am smarter, I am stronger, I do more money. And what we're doing, first I ask how was your family, your mother, father, if they're together, if they're happy, how your father recognize you, loves you, give you support. Usually no. And usually she's looking for love, which she doesn't receive from her father. And then she expects to receive it from her partner. But again, didn't receive. And we need to work with trauma of your father, why you punish him, why you hate him. And I will do a lot of job here to accept father, even if he was very far away from ideal father, how to accept him, how to love him, how to say, Father, please forgive me. So many years I was punished you. I didn't spoke with you. To go in this direction. Also to help yourself to accept yourself as a woman, to start to make woman stuff. Because a lot of successful women, they never have time from themselves. To go to gym, to go to massage, to go to spa, and we change totally values of them. We start to work less. I say, let's to see how you can work less. Let's to spend more time from your pleasure. Let's go to gym. Let's go sport. Let's go course how to cook or how to understand wine, bachata, to find some hobby. Something, accept your business, forget your business, do something from yourself as a woman. Because when you invest only in your business, you don't invest in yourself as a woman. And in this case, men also don't invest in you. He doesn't see you as a woman because you doesn't see yourself as a woman. And a lot of my clients, they told me, Natalia, but I have a work, how I can go to massage or how I can go to bachata. Yeah, okay, then you don't want men. Then stay with your business, it's also okay. And say, I want to work all my life, I doesn't want to have a family. For me, business is more important than family. And it's okay, it's also can be working. Because if you want to business, it's one story. If you want to find a family, we need totally to change values. And we start to make a schedule. First, who people around you? What is your environment? If it's another single women, a lot of women who is single, they connect only with single women. And a lot of them very toxic. All the time they discuss how the weak men around, how bad men, how not have normal men. It's favorite topic. And I say, stop it. Exist a lot of fantastic, perfect men. Stop to complain on men. Let's to change your environment to see couples around you, families around you, good families, to see it exists, work for you. Second, a lot of women, we go how to look like feminine, how to start to stop to wear black, to stop to wear more feminine clothes, to make makeup, jewelry, to change way of speaking, to smile to men. Because a lot of women doesn't smile, they're so serious. They say, if I'm serious, I will have serious relationship.
Yeah.
No, smile, enjoy, feel good, relax, easy going. To go out, to flirt with men. We make a plan how to flirt. Go out alone or with beautiful young friend, but only one friend, not group of friends. Also can be some man friend, which help you, because when women have men around, usually she look more self-confident. Also can be friend men, which you can go from dating. Go to different dating webs, meet with men, and meet different type of partners to understand better what you are looking for. And first to be happy with yourself, but as a woman, not like a robot, because a lot of this type of women, they're like robots. They're only working. All time their head here. And then we make a plan. When like you go yoga, you change your way of what you are wearing, your clothes, your makeup, your massage. And they say, oh, Natalia, after 1 month, I feel totally different. And then she started to attract masculine men. Then more feminine woman, then more masculine men. If she can be like a cat, very sexual, very open, to listen him, to give your attention to him, to interest about him, to ask him, to respect him, he will come to you. If you focus only on your business, it's not will come.
Yeah. 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 One of the things that resonated for me there was the investment that a woman can make in herself. And it's almost a byproduct of that is you're teaching other people how to treat you. If you're not treating yourself as the most important person with, the health routine and an entertainment routine or whatever the routine looks like for a particular person, other people are going to mirror or attract those behaviors and say, well, if you're not looking after yourself, why would I look after you either? That's not my job. My job is just to play this other role or, whatever that looks like. So there's certainly a lot of intention there. And I also loved what you said about your network. You need to be intentional about your network. Yes, some of it is somewhat imposed upon you, say, for example, with family or neighbours or something like that, colleagues or community members and such. But where you have a definitive choice about the types and styles of people that you are spending the most time with, whether it be male or female, you have a choice. I mean, that's really the summary of that. And if the people that you are dealing with are bringing you down in some way, whether it's intentional or unintentional, whether they make you feel good about yourself or they don't, it's certainly something, it's a very difficult thing to do, but it's certainly something that everyone should be doing at some point to say, is this the right type and style of people for where I am at right now? Is this the right type and style of people that are going to get me to where I want to go to? I don't really know where I want to go. Okay, that's a different conversation. And then moving forward from there, but your network, so crucial to everything that you're doing. How seriously do you see your clients taking their network? Because this is a really, really important point.
What do you mean?
In terms of their intentionality, in terms of distancing themselves from people who are holding them back or navigating towards people that are going to help them elevate themselves, go to the next
Always work
level.
by result. For me, it's important. When clients come to me, if they want marriage, we go until marriage. If they want kids, we go until kids. If they follow and do what I tell, we have result. We have so many marriage which I organized after my work, so many kids. But a lot of people sabotage themselves and afraid. Even, for example, I have clients, they pay me. I say, go out, meet with men, go application, meet with men. Oh, no, I don't like. Are you sabotage yourself? How you will move if you stay there? You need to go next stage. You need to work with yourself. Continue, push yourself, push. Oh, I'm afraid. And some people, they sabotage. But in this case, I say, okay, you don't want family. Better than develop your business. Be honest with yourself. Because sometimes we told I want family, but family, it's work. It's a routine.
Yeah.
Because when I ask my clients, how you think family? Say, oh, we travel together, we have good sex, we support each other, he take me gifts. Say, wait. Family is work. You wake up early morning, somebody sleep with you, need to prepare breakfast, to clean after breakfast, to make sex with your partner, to delay your work, to child wake up, to take care about kids, to bring them kid nursery, school, to see who will take them after, to think what you will have dinner, to prepare dinner, to clean home, to go work. Yes, one time per 2 times per year you go vacation. But again, vacation with kids, you need to pay the hotel for all family, airplane, it's big expenses. It's not like you go alone. You cannot go to the restaurants or noisy places because you have kids. It's not so romantic. Family is a job, especially when you have kids. And for a lot of ladies, it's shocked because they doesn't expect it. In their head, like, oh, I will hire somebody to cook for us. I will hire somebody to do stuff for us. Not every man wants somebody to cook for him. A lot of men want women. Also, it's expensive because who will cover these expenses?
Yeah.
And start to be some problem, all single clients which I have, nobody don't want to cook. And I
Right.
say, but what your man will eat when he come after job? And he can order from restaurant. Then why he need you? Say, oh, I am not kitchen cooker. I have my freedom. Yeah, but it's a family. You make compromises, you work for this. My experience, I have 19 years marriage experience together, all my life. And it's big job. It's big job.
Yeah.
Like every day you make a lot of efforts for this family. It's not like accidentally came to you, you work for this. To be single is easier. It's about choice. And very often I say, you don't need family. Because you think the family is entertainment. No, family is work.
Yeah.
Like you have one work, one business, and after you come back and you do another business.
Yeah. Yeah, the business of family. So one word that's been quite prevalent through the conversation today, Natalia, has been success. How deep do you get with clients in terms of defining success? Because as you mentioned earlier, you could be very successful in one area but not successful in another area. And is that a common theme in terms of people getting, if I could say, somewhat confused about what success means, or internally or externally, in terms of what that success is perceived like? Is that a point of controversy with some people, where they would come and say, I have all this success here, yet I still don't have or feel or do or act like? What does that go like for your clients?
Success when you live from your standards.
Right.
Again, a lot of clients there, I want a lot of money, a lot. I say, for what? Because a lot of place, if you have a note 10, 20,000 per month, you live very good. You don't need millions per month. You need good job, sometimes nice business, even small business for women, it's okay. If you have some standards, stop here. Don't try to earn all money in the world. A lot of people cannot stop. They want everything. I say, well, you don't need 20 Chanel bags. You don't need. Have one, enjoy it. You don't need so many shoes. You don't need so many houses. We consume too much.
Yeah.
And after you don't know what to do with all the stuff. It's very important because one moment I have a client, she was die soon, and she never stopped. In her house, her sister called me and she told her house was fully with Hermes bag, Chanel bag, and a lot of them she even not use. But not has picture of traveling, not have family. All time she worked like a crazy, and all what she did she spent on Hermes or some expensive brand. Even don't wear it because you cannot wear 20 bags the same time. And one moment heart attack very early, and that's all. And I say, stop to work so much. Enjoy your time. Finish early. You don't need more Hermes bag. Enjoy what you have already. And a lot of people cannot stop. And then
Yeah.
they go to sicknesses. Simplicity, simplicity, simplicity. It's important. You know, for me, I changed when I was 38. When I understood it, before I work a lot. And I stop. I work usually until 4. I finish my time. I go with my son, with my boyfriend, enjoy my life. I don't need to work all time.
Yeah.
It's very important to have quality time from yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know some people struggle with that. When you were chatting there, Natalia, it made me think of Elton John. Believe it or not, Elton John. I read his autobiography recently, and he was very much a materialistic, an avid shopper, buying all the best of gear, very generous man, giving out lots of gifts to different people in his life. But the challenge he's had throughout his entire life has been challenges of the soul, finding it very difficult to be present in the moment, to enjoy what he's had, to understand the the blessings that he's been given, and essentially you could substitute that for someone who works in a shop. It's the same type and style of thing. Like, why are you doing what you're doing? In reaction to what? Is it getting you what you need? If not, why not? Is there another way to do it? And I think back to using the word again of intentionality, it's a difficult thing to do if this is the way that I've always done it. This is my cycle. This is my routine. This is my habit pattern or such. And it's a very magical thing that you do with your clients to be able to have them stop and say, is this working?
And also, today with this Tinder, with this application, people also in a relationship like this. They have the first crisis or something doesn't like. Oh, next.
Yeah.
Next. Like all time can be changeable. Everything can be changeable. And then we lost the value because all relationship it's a job.
Yeah.
It can be difficult moment. It can be crisis. It can be problems when we need to sit and to support each other, to speak about this, not to make slap next.
Yeah.
And today we live in this generation, especially in London. It's a big city. Yesterday I met with one lady. She's successful, single, and beautiful. And the problem of hers, and she wants some prince. And I told her, please, choose normal guy. Because you're not the most easier character. You're already 40. You don't have kids. And I get crazy. And all time you want somebody very special. Because she say, I want man who buy me apartment in London. I want to be my age. I want to be very good, big love, attraction. If he not buy me apartment, I not will stay with him. I say, why one man need to buy you apartment? Why? What else? What do you think about yourself? Or this or nothing. Or I prefer to be single.
Yeah.
They probably you single, my friend. Because when you go out, you see it's not reality. Like, if you want some material things, at least you need to be 20, not 40, to be some models. Maybe then it works. I think you need to come back in reality to understand that you are one normally nice, good-looking girl, around 40, and to find our man 55 plus, who can maybe give money, but even this is not enough, only different of age. You need to be very good with him, very nice, very supportive, very sexy. Again, if he want to give you some material, you must be very feminine.
Yeah.
To give him all your energy, all your love. Not only like, I'm 40 or 55, pay me. It's not work. Or you go more younger men who don't have money, you are provider in the situation, and you say, no, forgot it. No, it's not work with me. He says, then you stay single. You don't want to make compromise. No, I believe. And this is biggest problem which I make with my clients. Sometimes I stop to work with them. In her case, I say, let's to be friends, not to be my clients, because I cannot help you.
Yeah.
If you can find somebody else who will help you, good luck, but it's a liar. Because it's not reality. Reality which exists is not like this. They have fantastic PhD work, one economic psychologist, one professor. He told when have 4 points how to understand what is your price on sexual market, sexual marriage market. And he told first what we see, it's age of people and how they look. And the most easy to sell on the sexual market, it's age for women from 25 to 35. It's age when it's very good to marry, to have kids, it's easier. A second category from 35 to 45. And after 45, it's of course more complicated already.
Right.
For men it's different because for men the best age to marriage it's 35, 45.
Right.
So man who is 35, 45 will choose woman 25, 35. Because it's more convenient, around 10 years difference less than him in most of cases. Except age, woman who has beautiful skin, beautiful teeth, beautiful face, good hair, good body, have more chance than women who don't have good body, not care about how she looks, unfortunately, but men see with his eyes. Next, for men, it's good if man has also healthy, athletic, then he higher than better.
Yeah.
A lot of women prefer higher men than her. Very often is which man you looking higher than me? Very often it's the case. And it's the first. We see how people look. Elegant style also give more points. Not elegance, less points. Second, we see about character. Sometimes woman can be very beautiful, but very difficult character. Sometimes not so beautiful, but really very good character, and men will prefer her. If she's feminine, if she's very soft, if she can follow him, if she laughing on his jokes, if she's interesting, if she has story, she knows how to speak, how to motivate him, how to inspire him. With her, he feel happy.
Yeah.
And women prefer men who is masculine, who is stability, reliable, financial stability, know what he wants, honest, not lie, careful about her, to feel special. Next is potential. If professional, women who is more famous has biggest chance. If it's actress, influencer, somebody who well known, a lot of men attractive to her. It's easier. And also, if she is successful, today it's plus. A woman who has her apartment and car has more chance than a woman without apartment, without car.
Right.
Because at least men can come to her apartment, her car, and men also today looking woman with money. And for men, important to have status like a banker and to have earn money. Always he has biggest chance if he's rich and powerful. And last is potential, what we can develop in us. What woman can improve, to develop, to be better, to look better, to develop business. And the most expensive woman on market is a woman around 25, 35, good looking, healthy, without kids, who is feminine, who is very kind, nice, open, good character, funny, sexual, who is an actress or model or singer, a well-known lady, and who has potential and she wants to be in family oriented on men. For men, the most expensive, it's man who is high, 185 at least, athletic body, healthy, without kids, 35, 45, who is very masculine, honest, reliable, nice guy, smart, intelligent, funny, who is rich, successful, and achieve a lot in his life and has potential to develop. Like they will have much. Problems in women who is not this level, usually they want this type of man. But why he need to choose her if he can choose somebody equal to him? And all women who don't understand it, they have this gap. It doesn't work. And unfortunately, they will stay alone. Because in the end, man will choose what is equal to him.
So interesting and thought-provoking. So, this is the Best You podcast, of course, and I like to ask every guest, what is one practice that Natalia employs to give you the best opportunity to be the best version of yourself?
Which advice I would like to give to myself?
Yeah, what do you do? Are you a meditator? Are you a reflector? Do you do yoga, exercise, diet, social circle, like whatever it is you do regularly to give you the best
I
opportunity
make
to be?
running. I make running every day, every day. And
Yeah,
it's so nice. It's my routine always. I left my son and I go to run 30, 40 minutes every day. It's
nice.
clean my brain.
Yeah,
During running, I always listen some podcast.
yeah,
I really like to listen podcast and to inspire to take some ideas
yeah,
always every day. Of course, a lot of sport, tennis, gym, also very often 2, 3 times per week at least. And to be in very good routine. Like I know I have my plan. I
yeah,
travel a lot. Also traveling is very big part of my routine.
yeah.
And to eat very healthy. I would like to eat healthy, fish, salad, eggs, and to make minimum of food. Don't eat too much.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. So before I let you go, Natalia, where can people find out more about you?
You can find more information Kobylkina, KOBYLKINA.com, kobylkina.com. I don't know if you can write it down after,
Yeah,
kobylkina.com, and also my Instagram, Dr. Love. Welcome there. My TikTok, Natalia Kobylkina. And we're happy to see you again.
fabulous. This has been very thought-provoking for me today. Natalia, thank you very, very much for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Gary, for the invitation.